Hello everyone and welcome back to Subnautica. You guys gave me some pretty positive feedback. Some of you were even like, hey, I've been waiting to see you play this game. So, yeah, here we go. Here we are. We're back in Subnautica. Again, this series is going to be more of a, compressed, this isn't going to be a long play. This is going to be more of a compressed, this is how you play the game type. What the crap? Why am I... Can I not... It's like it won't let me run. What the crap? Okay, so we're setting off right away to some of these life pod signs that I found. I want to get a whole lot of work done in this session. Got a lot to get done. Not a lot of time to do it in. So here's the deal. In this episode, I want to explore these life pods that I have found that I've gotten coordinates for. I want to try to get myself a radiation suit sorted out. And if at all possible, I want to get a base built, which is going to require me to head out to some more out-of-the-way locations. And actually, come to think of it, I need to rearrange stuff on my hotbar here, because it's not in the order that I enjoy it, that I have on my other save file that I play on. Anyway, so I've got the Sea Glide here, little machine that propels me forward, helps me get around faster. So I'm gonna head out to this life pod out here first. I think I'm gonna just like hover under the surface of the water until I get really, really close to it. Here we go. A little bit of air every once in a while. Ooh, hello. Oh man. Check this out. This life pod is right next to an enormous hunk of the... Ooh, that must be the way into it. An enormous chunk of debris. Let's be careful here. Ooh, there's lots of stuff to scan. Okay, let's get into this. Aha! Here we go. What the crap? Screw you, you little bitey fish. Okay, so... music gets very loud. I think that's everything for... Oh my god, frickin' fish are biting me today. Ornery is the best way for me to describe them. Okay, get a little bit of air.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oof. Oof. Okay, so we've checked out one life pod, and okay, so that's life pod 17. We will come in here and unequip life pod 17 because we found it, and there's no need for me to leave that notification. I hate the sound that those whales make. It's really annoying. Just constantly in the background. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm a little bit salty. Man, there was something right outside of the pod for me to scan. What happened to it? Oh wait, there's something inside of this crate. Oh sweet, it's a battery charger. Scan this baby up.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Right. The limit on oxygen in this game is a real buzzkill. Let's take out the scanner here. What we got here? A mobile vehicle bay fragment. That scans really nice and quick. Ooh, we got chair. This is gonna take forever. Like, I think I'll be able to scan both these chairs, and then I'm gonna have to go back up for more air. Because for some reason, scanning a chair is a really, really time-consuming thing to do. I don't understand how they dedicate, how they decide what takes forever to scan and what doesn't take forever to scan. Alright, let's go off. Ooh, another mobile vehicle bay fragment. Alright, we're back in. What's this? What's this? What's this? It's a bioreactor fragment. Hello! That's beautiful. Ooh, another bioreactor fragment right next to it. Alright, now I can build a bioreactor. Whenever I finally get a... Ooh, and it's a PDA. More data. What's this? Another battery charger. Man, this place is just flush with tons of frickin' data. And blueprints. Another mobile vehicle bay. Is there anything else in here that I can... Ooh, what's down here? Is that another... Ah, it's another mobile vehicle bay fragment. I'm just picking up titanium from vehicle bay fragments. I don't need to worry about them. My god, there's even stuff down in the hold here. Battery charger. Did I already scan all the fragments for this baby? Yes, I did. Nothing here. Ooh, floodlight. Ooh, I better get myself out of here first. Alright, floodlight, here we come. And I think I might have just enough time to just look around this hold a tiny bit more. Bioreactor, mobile vehicle bay. I don't think that there's anything else for me in here. Okay, so let's get out of this place. Alright, so we're out here at Life Pod 6. I wonder if there's anything super valuable to be found here. Ooh! Oh, I'm lucky I saw this. Radiation fins. A radiation helmet, too. Ooh, and a PDA. Grab that. And what's down in here? Ah, a radiation suit. Okay, now I don't have to build a radiation suit. We've also got another PDA. More information on what happened to the other survivors of the Aurora crash. Well, I say survivors. I think I'm the only one left. I'm pretty certain that's the case. And it just so happens to be that, like, anybody else who survived the crash did not survive the planet thus far, and I think you're the sole survivor in this situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and unequip Signal 6 for the Life Pod, because we found it, and I'm pretty certain that's everything that we need from Life Pod 6. Now, I did exhaust the power in my Sea Glide. This thing is dead on... just completely dead, no power in it. So I've got to find my way back to the Life Pod, the hard way. So, ooh, yeah, back to the Life Pod the hard way. Okay, so we have returned to the Life Pod. All is good and well. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open. I've got what I need to make some bleach, so that I can get some disinfected water in me. Here we go. Disinfected water. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do this episode, specifically, was to come into tools here, and I want to build a habitat builder, which takes a computer chip and a battery. The computer chip needs coral samples, silver, and quartz. Was I lucky enough to find silver last time? I don't think I was. No, wait, I did. I was. I got 2 bits of silver. So I'm going to go ahead and stash the signals in here. And I'm going to need some common coral samples. Was it a common coral sample or was it a table coral sample? I can't remember. I'm sorry, I'm making lots of mistakes here. So, resources, electronics. It's table coral sample that I need. Okay, so that being the case, go ahead and just... Okay, so we can get a table coral sample from over here. Here we go. These things are table coral samples. So we'll go ahead and... There's 1. There's 2. 2 table coral samples. I should be, like, maxed out on my inventory now. If we just come in here, basic electronics. We can make a battery, first of all. Then we can make a computer chip. Combine all of those things. And then we can personal tools... Habitat builder. Now this thing, it will, but it won't come in handy. The other thing that I need to do is I need to process the scrap that I picked up. I need some storage space because I literally just don't have anything that I need in my inventory. And I've never actually done this before, so this is going to be a bit of a trial and error experience for me. But one of the ways that it is possible to store things in this game, because for some reason... they took away just the basic room, like the large multi-purpose room in this game. That was once a basic thing that you had, like you started with it, now you have to find it instead. But with the habitat builder, you right-click and you get this option to like bring all of this stuff up. It's possible to put down a corridor and just basically put storage in here. So if I go ahead and just... build this. This should be temporary. I think that I should be able to deconstruct this later. And then, okay, so there we go. We've got just a corridor, and then we can come in and we can put a hatch in. I'm going to need to go back in here and grab a... Let's see here. We will grab a piece of glass. And it looks like we got something on the communications relay. Automated distress signal from Aurora LifePod 7. Coordinates attached. Please send immediate emergency relief team. Okay, so we've got an emergency distress call from LifePod 7. Is that the direction that I'm going to be headed? That is completely the wrong direction, so I'm not going to mess with LifePod 7 for now. I could go back to it at some point. But, anyway, let's go ahead and attach a hatch to this baby. Like so.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, so there's no oxygen coming into this place, which is a problem, but it's not an issue because this is just literally a temporary holding location. I'm going to need some glass to get a locker in here, so build a locker in right there. There we go. Whoops. What the heck happened there? I can't turn. Oh, I have no earthly idea what happened. I think I clicked out of the window accidentally. Alright, so with that done, we have the most basic of basic bases. Now this is, like I said, this is going to be just temporary, but it's basically a place to stash my stuff for right now. I think, however, that I might have the stuff I need to put some real basic power. We can put a solar panel on here, which is quartz and titanium. So we'll go ahead and just put one solar panel here. And solar panels are, like, their capacity and capability to work is dependent upon how deep they are in the water. Alright, there we go. Another solar panel on. Those solar panels are going to generate us some power, and I'm going to go ahead and come in here. And there should be another type of locker that I can design. Here we go, a wall locker. Takes some quartz, though. So, I can build more storage space. For right now, though, I just want to open this baby up, and I want to store some titanium, the creep vine, common coral sample. I'm going to keep the fish on me because they can expire, you know, they can go bad. And I also don't need to be taking the habitat builder with me where I'm going next. So that should be everything stashed that I need to stash. And we will move on to the next thing. But before I do that, I want to get some basic supplies in order. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of bladderfish. I'm going to get myself some water. And I'll try to get myself some cured meat that I can eat while I'm out. Because this trip might take a bit longer than I would prefer it to. So I'll see you whenever I've got all of that done and I'm on my way out to where I need to go. Alright, so I have completed all of my stuff. I've fed myself. I'm all hydrated and everything. I've made myself a couple of cured fish and some disinfected water for supplies on the road. And I've also made myself a brand new battery. So, first things first, before we set out, my Sea Glide is completely out of power. So I'm going to go ahead and hit R. And I can scroll over and I can install the new battery in this. I'll unequip that. And now I've got an empty battery on me, which I don't need to have on me right now. This is a dead battery, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. And so let's go ahead and surface very quickly for some air. And I'm going to point out where we're headed, okay? So if you see right here, we're at the back end. I can actually stand still for a bit here. That's the back end of the Aurora, and your goal... That's a whale of some design. Your goal is to head off basically southeast, southwest, sort of. I mean, there is a compass that you can unlock in this game. I don't have it right now, but your goal is to head back this way. And you see how there's like something strange clipping on the horizon there? You want to head towards it, okay? Because there is an island with blueprints that you can discover off in this direction. Now, normally I think that you're supposed to find this place via, like, signal or coordinate information, but I have never found the coordinate information. So yeah, you see as I keep going up there, the strange aberration on the horizon keeps growing. So that is the island that you're looking for, okay? So you just travel out in this direction and you'll find it eventually. Alright, so I found the island, and now the big thing about the island is that you're kind of stuck just circling it and trying to find where the beach where you can get up onto the actual surface is. Now, if I'm not mistaken, whenever you approach it, yeah, sure enough, looks like I remembered it, right? Whenever you approach it from the Aurora, it's going to be to the left side, okay? Or, I'm sorry, the right side. So... You've got a real clue of how to get onto this island now, if I actually look at it. From the back end of the Aurora, this is where the, oh, that's a big salt deposit. This is how you get up onto the island. So, there are abandoned bases up here, and, you know, there are logs and whatnot that you can read and discover more information about. So, what I am here for is just basically the first and most basic of bases. I'm going to be, you know, scanning some of these flora. I'm going to be scanning the flora as I go along, just because I want the data entries. Not that it really helps me in any particular way. Okay, so I just followed the path right up, and here I am. I found an abandoned base. Got some more crazy trees here. Can I scan this? A lantern tree. A lantern tree. Hello. This sounds interesting. I haven't actually read the entry on this. What is the lantern tree? Conglomeration of the individual vines which rely on one another for structural support grows exclusively on fertile land. Each vine produces orange lantern-shaped fruits with roughly the same nutrition and hydration value as common watermelons. Edible staple. Well, I didn't know that you could eat this stuff. Let's have a little bit of a munch, see what it tastes like, eh? Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Give that back to me. Huh. Okay, then. So, we found our first abandoned base from people who used to be here, obviously. Ooh, spiders. Okay, so there are also hostels that you want to be careful of. I think I can scan the cave crawler as well. Get an entry on this baby. Oh, baby thing. Whoa, it's not dead! Okay, I think it's dead now. Cave crawler. Huh. I could read into that, but I won't. Okay, so now we can go ahead and scan up some of these other things here that are valuable. The exterior grow bed. This is something that allows for gardening in the game. You can rebuild these above or below water. There we go. Technical exterior grow bed. Another thing that we can do is a living wall. I believe this is glass. So we'll go ahead and scan this straight through. Where's this? We got a spotlight as well. Now this one is the one that we're really after, this big multi-purpose room, okay? This is what you used to start with, but you have to go out of your way to actually find now. There's at least one other place in the game that I know that you can find this, but this is the one that I use because it's easier to reach. At least in my opinion, it's easier to reach. Another PDA tells a little bit more story about the previous residents. And that appears to be everything that I can look up and scan right here at the current time. Now there's another base with additional PDA logs up on the top of the mountain here. I don't quite remember how to get to it, and I don't remember if it's that one or this one. I think either one will do just as well. But pretty much the way you get there is just by following the paths and not being afraid to fall down. If that be a thing that can happen. So, I'm just going to continue following the paths. Like I said, you just have to do essentially the same basic thing, and you will be able to get yourself up the mountain as well. Alright, so I found my way up to the top of the mountain, and let's take out the scanner and let's do a job here. Ooh, we got some plants to scan. Alien life form. And we got a pot to scan as well. That's a Chinese potato plant. And I believe that the only thing for me to scan up here, I can go ahead and take the PDA, and we can scan this observatory. Here we go. So, there's probably more on this island for me to find. I'm pretty certain that there is. Can't quite remember. Some of it is kind of escaping memory, but I found the number one most important thing that I had to find, which was the multi-purpose room, and I managed to get the observatory as well. So my next job now, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop down the mountain, get back to base, and we will take inventory. Oh, all right. So I've finally gotten back to base. Now, it appears that we have a message for us. 9 new biological subjects designated mode switch hunting, analyzing, sharing subject locations with others. Okay then, so that's another thing that's happened, and we came back with a whole bunch of these materials. Now, what my next goal, and actually since I'm here, I might as well munch on some of these and the water. There we go. I'm all fueled up, as it were. Now, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. I'm not going to go any further because the next episode is where things are going to get really interesting. We're going to replace this, you know, super basic inventory here and base and whatnot. We'll you know, go through the trouble. We'll build a new place, then we'll deconstruct this and put the resources towards the new base. But for now, this is more than enough, and we'll look into, you know, like other power sources, etc., and base building and having a lot of fun. I think I might also have the method by which to construct. I don't know. Did I find the materials, blueprints? Did I find out how to build a sea moth? I know that I got at least part of all the blueprints required. I don't think that I got it completely, though. I don't think that I got the sea moth yet. I still need to do some more research. But we're going to get on to base building, which will allow me to build bigger, better, and faster machines that will allow me to go out further and look in some of the more darker and scarier sections of the world. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Even though this was a little bit of a lackluster episode compared to the first, I kind of feel. But thank you very much for watching. We will be back for another episode, hopefully. Be certain to like, favorite, subscribe. You know, share the video if you will. And I will see you all next time in another episode of Subnautica. Until then, though, stay well. Bye.